Miriam, what is a roundup camp?
Okay, a roundup camp used to be home on the range for a cowboy crew who would have gone on the range from 1880 until 1906 during the famous roundups, rounding up everybody's livestock, pushing it thousands of miles or hundreds of miles rather, either for branding in the spring, beef marketing in the fall to feed families across all Canada, U.S. and England.
That's amazing. And the Bayou Ranch here has actually done a replica of such.
Yes, actually the roundup camps bring us back in time to the roots of our cowboy heritage. They are really the origin, the starting point of all we've got today.
Show us around.
Show us around?
So-
Very good. So the main thing would have been the chuck wagon that we borrowed from the Civil War year ambulances, converted to bring food on the trail to feed cowboys because roundups lasted 2 months on average.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
What kind of food would be brought on something like this?
Beans, and more beans.
Oh, lovely.
Beans and tea biscuits. Stu and Bannock will have a pleasure to tasting shortly. And also coffee, tea, upside down cake, pie, carbohydrates, and protein to sustain the boys that would work up to 16 hours a day.
Now, of course, they never had styrofoam cups like this before, but
That is right. We're cheating a little bit. I'd rather split wood than do dishes all day.
I understand. Over here, I see another tent.
Come in and have a look.
Okay.
The cook had shelter.
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah. Let me
So-
get over here.
Okay.
Oh, come on over here. Let Matt get inside so we can take a look.
Sorry.
So it has shelter.
So cooking was a Western retirement plan. Cowboys that were getting too bent out of shape to mess with broncs were hired as cooks and were paid 3 times cowboy wages to do way more work. Cooking was only one of them. So as a respective hierarchy, they would have had a sorry-looking lean-to for shelter against the elements. They'd cook indoors with a light tin stove. They'd haul on the wagon when the weather did not allow any better.
And of course, you need a campfire.
Yes, otherwise all the cooking happened on the campfire. Each cook had a crew of about 6 cowboys, best all around from different ranches, that would work up to 16 hours a day for $1. And
For a buck?
for $1. So needless to say, it was good money back then. They had nowhere to spend it, but you never got rich cowboying. Did it for the love of it. So again, the food, considering the working and living conditions, was very, very important. Main perk. It's if the belly was full, the head worked, the job got done.
Well, that's exactly it. You must love being out here.
I do. God is good.
Yeah, and this whole environment and the Bayou Ranch, they treat you well.
Oh, they definitely do. The Bayou Ranch is the only national site nationwide with Parks Canada that celebrates ranching and cowboy culture. And again, we're so proud today of what we have, things like rodeo that depict cowboying practices and way of life back then, entertainment, also the chuck wagon races, poetry, music, storytelling, and last but not least, our Centennial Stampede. You're all back to square one. So we got to know who we come from so we know where we're going.
It's a step back in time, but it's a great time period. Thank you, Miriam, for doing this. More of Go Calgary coming up. Hey, let's fry up some bannock.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I